What is up, family? Coming to y'all with another video. This one is from a short trip I took with my high school class. We went to the Bahamas and to a part of the Bahamas that I actually never heard of. So that's why I'm bringing you guys this video. Most people, when they go to the Bahamas, they go to Nassau, but Bahamas has a new port of call called BIMINI. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Or BIMINI. BIMINI. Whatever it is, this is the map for it. And this map really is just of the area that the cruise line was promoting, because there's much more to this part of the Bahamas than this map right here. This is where they want to keep you so you can spend your money and keep it in their pockets. But they actually have a downtown area that you learn about pretty quickly once you get off the ship and get into the port. The people there that are at the drop-off point for the ship start, promoting. Go downtown. This is where this is. This is where that is. Especially if you're looking for something that's not right here within this resort area. So once you get off the ship, man, bam, you're right there, and you notice the difference of Bahama water versus anywhere else in the world. It's a lot calmer, man. The water's so calm, man. I got an interview I'm gonna post after this video with the cab driver, and he says most of the time, man, you can put a plate on the top of the water and it won't even move. That's how calm the water was. But it was calm this day, especially coming from the Dominican Republic, where sometimes the waves can get kind of rough. To see how calm this water was. This was actually my first time in the Bahamas, and like I said, I'd heard a lot of other people went to Nassau, but this is where we picked. It was a trip that we planned, I guess, a couple of months back, because we hadn't done anything with the class in a while, so we threw this trip together and kind of got down here, and nobody really knew about this port of call, but we were all excited to go just because we hadn't really, linked up for a trip like this and forever, so it was cool. And this is the group right here, man. All the people, man. Well, not all of us, because some of them didn't get off the boat with us, but this is the core group, and we ventured out. But like I said, man, the water down here, you recognize that immediately when you get off the boat, how calm it is, how there's no white caps and waves coming in. Once you get off the boat, though, they take you to this little area. You get on one of these shuttles, and they drive you along the path of the map that I showed you. And what was crazy about this is there's two different sections. There's a free section and there's a pay section. There's a pay section for the resort that's linked to the ship. And they made us, because none of us paid for the paid resort, because we all knew what it was when we got there and we saw the map and how they were describing it. Like, it was just like they were trying to keep you in this little area and keep your money. But, most of us are well-traveled and pretty knowledgeable people, so we knew not to fall for the okie doke. So we didn't buy the tickets for the private beach. We all just was happy with going to the public beach. So what was crazy is we go past the area for the public beach. They take you down, they show you the beach where you have to pay, they show you the resort where you can stay, which has a casino and shops and all that very expensive stuff. And then they take you back to the entrance area where the free beach is. They should really ask you, yo, did you pay to go to the resort? Nah, they want to show you what you didn't pay for, make you feel bad, drive you down through here, let you look at all this nice, pretty shit, and then take you back to the free beach. Which, the free beach looks just as good. Well, I don't know what the pay beach looked like, because we didn't go in. It's got like a front gate. I jumped off, filmed the entrance of it when we get to the end of this little clip, and jumped right back on this thing. They took us right back down to the area where the free stuff is, and we got off. But the free beach is just as cool, and it's probably even cooler because you get more of a local feel. So we go down, they show us all this bullshit, the condo, which is not really bullshit. They show us the condos that, are very expensive. They show you, like I said, the casino area that's across the street, that's a part of the resort. Like I said, all this stuff that's up in here is gonna cost you extra money on top of what the cruise costs you. And they give you all that information on the boat, so you don't have to come out here. You can really stay on the boat And from what I understand, it's best to stay on the boat at this time because everybody else is gone, so you get to have the whole boat to yourself. But the adventurous people, you want to get out and really see what's going on in the Bahamas on the island. So on this particular part of the island too, because like I said, this is really a relatively new port of call. So this is the pay resort, So we pull up. We all think we're getting up. Well, no, everybody pretty much knew. But I hopped off just to go and kind of record the front entrance of it. They got security and all this other stuff to keep you out if you didn't pay. But pretty much all the lame people went up in there. I say it. All the lame people went up there, but the rest of us got back to the main area and decided we're going to go downtown because, like I said, we started rapping to the local people that were there, and they said, oh, man, you don't want to be here. Everything's more expensive right here. You're kind of secluded from really the Bohemian people, if that's what they call them. But so we jumped in we rented 3 cabs, packed up. I think it was like 16 of us that actually got off the ship together and rode into town, which is not on that map that they give you because they don't want you to know. So we get out here, man. It's cool, man, because you're around the local people. You got the local vibe. You got the local food. You get to talk to people that's kind of on your level that really want to, help you out and not charge you that much. They really want to make sure you have a good time in their country. They want you to understand their country. And like I said, I got an interview I'm going to post after this with one of the cab drivers that took us back to the ship. But, yeah, you got to get off that little area on that map. I think the cab ride was like, I'm not sure if it was $5 per person or $10 per person, whatever it was cheap to get us over here and then the same thing back. But you get over here, man, and this is where it's at, bro. This is where, you can let your hair down. You ain't got to worry about, people worrying about what you doing. Everybody into their own thing out here. The resort area seems like they're worried about, no smoking, no loud this, no this, that, and the other. So to stretch out and get into the city of BIMINI, I guess that's how you pronounce it, was much better and a great decision on our part to get away from that area and kind of stretch out because we got to really see, the rough, rugged, and raw Bahamas and meet some people that, that we could really relate to. Not that we couldn't relate to the people in the resort, like I said, it's more of an upscale thing, more organized, and let's do this at this time and that and whatever. But yeah, so it was cool to get out here and see what was going on and feel the real vibe from the island. Because we met some real good people, like 2 or 3 people in a short amount of time. Because we were only off the ship, I guess, maybe 4 hours tops, 5 hours. So you think that's a lot of time, but once you get out here and start doing stuff, that time went by real fast. And you can see, man, it's not a big built up area. It's rough, rugged, and raw, man. This is, like I said, a new port. The cab driver actually told me that he wasn't doing anything until the ship started coming here, and he bought him a car and just started doing these taxi rides and stuff like that. And that's how a lot of the businesses crunk up. This part of the Bahamas was really untouched. They decided to put a port here, and you can tell they got the port in. It didn't really put a lot of services around the port, but it's enough where you'll feel comfortable. But it's not like going into the Bahamas. And like I said, man, we met this local dude here who plugged us in with everything we needed. And then, bam, we were out on the beach, man. And when I tell you this beach is beautiful, the water is calm. Dominican Republic got some beautiful beaches, but man, this was like times 10. Only because the waves were just, and my man said this was a rough sea this day. And to me, man, this is nothing. And I'm talking about it was beautiful. I posted up on these rocks and kind of watched the little show that I had going on in front of me here. They kind of gave me a little show. I guess they said, oh, the old man, we going to get us a sugar daddy. They just don't know. I'm not the sugar daddy type. But they gave me a good little show, man. I sat here for about an hour and got me some sun, kind of away from the people. We all kind of spread out from the group when we got to this point, and everybody did their own thing, Some were eating, some were in the water, some were on the beach sunbathing, some were up in the little restaurants because it's not really organized well, I'm gonna say not organized restaurants, but it's not the upscale type restaurant. It's the down home, hole in the wall type spots. The bars are like, thrown together with a couple of pieces of wood. It just felt like a beach vibe. It was very, very nice, man. And like I said, especially after my man plugged us in, man, I was tranquilo. Because he plugged us all the way in. It came with some crazy prices at first, though. I had to put that, look, bro, I'm from the hood, bro. You ain't finna do me like that. And we ended up getting the thing almost 75% off. But man, it had a real good feel to this little area. You see, everybody was happy and tranquilo, man. We was all chilling. The music was going. I probably should have let a little bit of the music run while I was doing that. I got copyright thing. But yeah, man, this is where it was at, man. We got here and posted. Everybody ate a little bit. I pretty much ate out of everybody's plate. I didn't order any food and bought a couple of drinks, man. But people said the food was good, man. The vibe was real good. The music was excellent. I don't even know. I think we might have requested some few songs because they had that ATL hip hop playing and some of that down south music going for us, and we were turned up, man. I didn't video the whole turned up part, but we had a real good time, man. This is a very beautiful place. It's a port that I'll go back to. I want to check Nassau out and see what it's about. But I know that this place is raw and uncut, man. Like I said, man, the shops, you can tell they all raw and new, and they just now getting their idea of what kind of money they can make with the ships coming in. But man, me and my group, we had a ball. We really enjoyed this little area. You could tell it was different than off that little map resort area, but it was nice, man. So then it was back to the little area. This is where they drop you off and pick you up with the cabs and take you back to the ship, or you could either go back to where the ship people dropped you off at on the little train. But man, I hated leaving here, man. It was one of the nicer beaches, man. Like I said, as far as the water is concerned, Sasua still got my heart right now, but this beach is nice. I don't know what it is like at night, because like I said, we were in and out of this little area real quick, maybe a good 5-6 hours. And with the drinking and laughing, man, it felt like 2 seconds, bro. We were here in and out, and we were back walking toward the ship and getting ready to get back on this thing and get out of here. But I advise it, man. Go check it out, man. Nassau is the big port, but this place has a lot to offer, man, especially if you, like I said, you're not into all the glitz and glamour of the resorts and, all the services and amenities that you might get in the Bahamas. It's here, but on a smaller scale. I like how it's up close and raw with the people, but it was very nice, man. Come on down, check it out, book your cruise. I know they don't have an airport that flies into this little part of the island, but I don't know how you would get here from the Bahamas, but from Nassau in the Bahamas. But come on down, man. It was a beautiful trip. I enjoyed it. Peace.